All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Again, like always, I appreciate it. I know you guys don't have to. It probably could be something better you guys are watching, or could watch, rather. Anyway, let's start out with the basics. How does it sound? How do I look? Let me know now before we get this started. Vegan spam is not hitting shows. Ugh. That's disgusting. Vegan spam? What would that be made of? Anyway, that's craziness right there. 108. 5x5, 5x. All right, guys. So this live stream is probably not going to be as long. Might be a half hour, 45 minutes. But because I'm no longer going to sit here and just try to drag through some shit that once I get my point across or all the questions are answered, we could we can go off the air. Anyway, so obviously today's title of the show is don't be distracted by the nonsense, or in my terms, the bullshit, the BS, the crap. There's a lot of distractions going on. Now, I'm not sure if it's distraction or there's legitimately things going on, right? So, example, the pipeline. That, now looking at it, felt like a distraction. It felt like we were being forced, if you will, or told or controlled to look over here at the pipeline being shut down while some other shit in the background's happening. Native, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining me tonight. Guys, Native and Devout, he was but he was suspended off of YouTube for a week, like myself with the Angry Truth. He's back on, which is good. Native has some good rants, man. He's got some, damn near all his shit is spot on. And I say damn near because I don't watch every last thing he pushes or premieres or publishes, but nonetheless, what I do see and what I catch, he's spot on. And there goes YouTube kicking him off for speaking the truth. So obviously, if you talk about COVID, if you talk about the vaccine, they don't want to hear it, And when you ask them for proof of medical misinformation on my side, where was the proof? Or on his side or whoever's side, what's his name? We the People, Prepping, he got kicked off as well for a week. He got suspended for a week. Again, guys, when you start hitting him on the head, when you start hitting it on the nail on the head, if you will, YouTube starts paying attention. Then they want to whoa, he said something that was close to true, or, was true, and then they fucking suspend you. So with that, guys, listen, I'll still be talking about COVID and the bullshit behind it and everything else. I'm not scared of that. What is bothering some is that when you do speak about this shit and you do ask for the medical misinformation as to where, let's say, for example, I made a mistake, they can't prove it to you. They can't show you where. And this is an ongoing problem, because if you're going to accuse somebody of lying, of medical misinformation, of inappropriate videos, of whatever you're going to, blame these people with, or accuse these people of, you have to have the proof. You have to have the timestamp of when that medical misinformation or that inappropriateness happens. But with that, guys, they don't they don't do it. They just don't. They just say, "Oh, we saw medical misinformation, and you're off." And this is what happens. This is happening to a lot of YouTube channels. Steve Crowder, for those of you that don't know, he's I guess I would say conservative, maybe a Republican. He's a comedian, a Christian comedian, that is. And they demonetized his entire channel. Demonetized it. So now he's taking YouTube to court, which is great, because hopefully that can branch off into more lawsuits. Because believe it or not, guys, YouTube, what's going on, Nisi? YouTube is costing people money. Now, yes, you can easily take your channel and go somewhere the fuck else. You can do that, right? But why keep running from the cowards of YouTube? Why keep having YouTube say, blame us, for example, medical misinformation, but then have Fauci and the rest of the CDC, who has nothing but medical misinformation from the beginning. They've changed their tune so many times. They backtracked on things they said. They just fucking, they've been wrong damn near the entire time. And yet, their videos are still up and running. Yet, they even walked back some of the shit they said. And yet, their videos are still up and running. Now, a lot of their older videos are now, YouTube's definition, medical misinformation. But yet, they're still up. Alright, so there's obviously a problem. Someone says, do you use BitChute? Everything voluntary. Yes, I do. I am on BitChute. I am on BitChute and I'm on Rumble. Just because I'm, trying to get away from... Not so much that I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to make sure I have a backup plan in case they shut the Angryprepper down altogether. On BitChute, I am the Angryprepper media or channel, some shit like that. So I put the Angryprepper and the Angryprepper on it because I'm not about to start another fucking channel for the Angryprepper. So I'm mixing both videos on that one platform, if you will. Humble Line, by the way, I did get your emails. I did not read it yet. I do apologize for that. So I will get to your emails after this, obviously, but I do get the email, guys. I do look at a lot of them. I just don't I don't get a chance to read them right away. So I do apologize for that. So again, guys, it's enough with the YouTube and the bullshit. Why should we run? We shouldn't run. We should absolutely sue them. Listen, again, I said this before. I will say it again. YouTube is built by the people. Right? It was essentially for the people and was built by the people. And no, this is not a constitutional rant, but hear me out. YouTube, without the people watching and without the creators, YouTube be dick. They'd be dead in the water right now, right? They wouldn't exist. Or we jump onto another fucking platform, right? And we could definitely fuck YouTube over by doing that. If YouTube insists on drowning out the truth, then yes, we can absolutely move to another channel. And that can absolutely fuck them in the long run. Absolutely. But why should we run? Why shouldn't we teach YouTube a lesson? If you're going to be a public, because you are a public service. You're privately owned, but you're a public service. Why not fucking let them hit them in the pockets, right? Why not have a YouTube blackout day? Now, I have mentioned the YouTube blackout day before. I am trying to come up with a better plan. Now, yes, there's a day that I can mention, and I'm pretty sure all 748 of you guys watching would be like, yo, I would absolutely do a YouTube blackout day. But we need not hundreds, not thousands. We need at least 1 million or so for YouTube to recognize, holy shit, what's going on with the algorithm? Why did so many people not watch YouTube today? That's what we need. We need to shake the tree. And to shake the tree, you need a bigger response. Unfortunately, I reached out to a lot of the heavy hitters, and none of them got back to me. Now, two sides of that. Two is my email could have got lost in the million fucking emails these guys get, or they looked at it and they just don't want to pay attention. They're like, fuck it. Right? So with that, guys, we need the heavy hitters to be a part of this, and we need the heavy hitters like Steve Crowder, for example, who someone said he's one part of the elite. Whatever he is, he still has a voice, and he could still lend to having a few million people stop watching YouTube for one day. That's where we're at. All right, Soft. I will get back to that question in a minute. All right, guys. So, I mean, the blackout date, it's like I said, I can have pretty much a lot of you guys, not all of you, but a lot of you guys say, fuck it, I won't watch YouTube for a day. But we need a few million people. That's the number. I could say that till I'm blue in the face. I could have, let's say, Prepper Now, for example, Prepper Tribe, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. I can have all of us in on it, Prepper Nurse 1, but it won't affect YouTube unless it's in the millions. And again, to get the heavy hitters like Officer Tatum, who probably won't do it. What the hell's that guy? That country kid, that white kid. God, I forgot his name. To get him in on it. Black Scout Survival, Canadian Prepper. Like, to get those guys in on it, one is pulling teeth, and two, I don't know if they would, they would actually do it because it's affecting their money, right? So there's a lot to go along with this. Now, could we start something and see if it grows? Absolutely. There is one downside to the whole thing. There's one downside to the whole thing, and the whole thing is that if this could backfire, and they can absolutely delete my channel for participating in this, or anyone's channel for mentioning this. There is the downside, that is the sacrifice. For the Angry Truths channel, because it is the sacrificial lamb, I am looking to, I be wholeheartedly willing to sacrifice that channel. Heavy Duty Country, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. That's the channel I'm talking about. To get guys like that in on it would be great. But the problem is, guys, right, Hodge Twins, is I have this feeling that these people that I mentioned are only about themselves and only about money. They will gripe on here till they're blue in the face, but they will not do anything about it when time comes to do something about it. And I personally feel, guys, that if we did something, if we had a blackout day where we just didn't watch YouTube, that would cost them money. That would be like, what the fuck's going on? Right? So with that, guys, could that be a movement? Yes. There are people across the pond, if you will, who would absolutely also take part of this. Absolutely. Right? But again, we need a bigger response. Right? So, I mean, guys, it's just, listen, a blackout, listen, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, a blackout week would be awesome as well, right? But again, we need the numbers. We need the people to back it up. And if not the numbers, we need the message to get out there with the heavy hitters. Unfortunately, I'm not a heavy hitter, right? I'm still a small channel. I'm not a big channel until I break, like, I don't know, 500,000, some shit like that, 500,000. Then I become like a medium channel. You become a big channel when you have like 1 million subscribers plus, right? But like I said, guys, it's the numbers game. It's the people we need. It's the heavy hitters we need to make this move. And if I don't hear back from any of these guys, then us doing it, us few hundred doing it, or even if other channels do it from here, us few thousand doing it isn't going to make a dent for YouTube. Now, YouTube's very sensitive with their algorithm. They're really sensitive with it. So they can see a few 1,000 people not watching for the day and be like, what the fuck's going on? They could do that, but we need them to feel it, and to feel it needs to be millions. So moving right along, now we were talking about being distracted with the bullshit, but you know how this goes, guys. This live streams, they're live and they can go anywhere. So far, here we are talking about YouTube blackout day, right? Or blackout week, whichever we name it. But nonetheless, guys, we need the numbers. We need the heavy hitters to be a part of this as well, right? And again, a lot of those heavy hitters, they don't want any part of this. They don't want to lose out on money. That's what it comes down to. It's the selfishness of the people who say they're for the people, but they're not. They're all about themselves, right? So keep that in mind when you don't see certain guys taking part of this. Some guys, like, some people will argue, oh, it's a losing battle. You doing this, it's not going to prove anything. Well, how the fuck do you know if you don't fucking do something? You can't complain about fucking YouTube and then not do anything behind it and just throw your hands up and go, well, fuck, man. You know, this is what they're doing to me. I just have to take it. You don't have to take it. We can all fucking bounce tomorrow and go to BitChute and Rumble. We can all fucking have a blackout day tomorrow and fucking have no one watch YouTube, or a large amount of people not watch YouTube, and then let them feel it. But the people that talk the most shit are not willing to sacrifice a fucking day, let alone a week. Because my papers, my monies, my papers. That's the people that all of us think are in this for getting the voice out and all this other bullshit. They're not. They're in it for themselves, guys. They're wholeheartedly in for themselves. Right? And so, could we do something small? Absolutely. We could even prepping plumber. Sorry. We could absolutely do a fucking weekend. Just a weekend of this and see where it goes. Right? like I said, I'm looking to get the heavy hitters and see where it goes from there. It's ultimately it's a YouTube strike, and that could fucking absolutely fuck me over in the long run. But we shall see. We shall see where this goes. Listen, guys, YouTube is canceling a lot of people off the air, and they're not giving valid reasons. To me, that warrants some kind of action, especially for those that have been fucking kicked off for no reason. And if YouTube comes up with a bullshit reason, they have to prove it. Because if you're going to sit there and accuse somebody of medical misinformation or inappropriate content, you got to prove why it was inappropriate. Yes, DB, exactly. Steve Crowder is suing YouTube, so that's a very good thing. That's an absolutely good thing. We got to see where that goes, right? So, all soft writers. Sorry if I fucked your name up, but yeah, you were asking how's the city looking. The city is slowly crumbling, guys. It is what it is. Crime is up. Shit is getting bad every day. You know what I mean? Just fucking. It's aggravating. It's aggravating to see the city fall apart. It's aggravating to watch the mayor worry about fucking free French fries and vaccines, and not the crime that's happening in the street, not the people that are getting killed, not the kids that are getting killed, not the people that are getting hurt, not the people that are getting slashed in the train stations, not the gangs that are growing, the drugs that are being dealt right in the open, right? Kevin Land, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, right? So watching the city crumble, when I was a kid, it was already crumbling. And then it got better. The 9/11 happened, and then it got a little better. And now de Blasio steps in office, and it took a fucking nosedive as soon as that pussy stepped into office, right? So that guy, I mean, like, de Blasio's a cancer. He's like a fucking cancer on a weasel's ass. That's how fucking insignificant but yet hurtful he is to the city, right? Because he just doesn't give a fuck. He says that, he cares about New Yorkers and he wants to do everything for us. But as you can see outside is singing a different tune. It's just this, guys. Motherfuckers are riding around their stupid little dirt bikes and, the ATVs, four-wheelers and shit all over the fucking street. And no one's doing anything to stop it. Southern Boy Prepper, man, thank you for the donation. You did not have to do that. I appreciate it. Oh, shit, that's right. Southern Boy Prepper, I forgot you're down that far. How's the flooding? Matter of fact, do me a favor. I know you texted me earlier. I saw the text, but I didn't have time to answer it. I will answer it later, and I'm going to ask you a question, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right? So, guys, like I said, the city's just fucking, it's crumbling. And listen, it's not bad like Detroit bad or Compton or Crenshaw bad, if those areas are still that bad. It's not that bad, but it's getting there. You know what I mean? It's getting there. When you sit there with your head in the sand, because that's literally what de Blasio's doing. He has his head in the sand and he doesn't see anything going on. But he's sitting on TV like a fucking monkey, eating French fries, telling people, hey man, if you take the vaccine, you get these nice fries. He is selling French fries, guys, so people get the vaccine. He's selling lotteries for playoff tickets for the Nets for the vaccine. He is, first of all, the worst salesman in the world. That's one. Two, he's selling you the vaccine through bribing you. If you have to sell the vaccine this hard, there's something wrong with it. Right? If a salesman, a used car salesman, has to sell you this shitbox car, and he's putting his all on the table, guys, to sell you that car. Meanwhile, you're looking at the car and you're like, I don't trust this thing. Look at it. But the salesman is still running his mouth, still talking shit, still fucking, this thing is it's the life of luxury. Look at this car. Oh, and he's trying to sell it to you. And you're in the back of your head like, I don't trust this car. That's exactly what all these politicians are doing to sell you to take this vaccine. Right? They're selling you a piece of shit. And so with that, guys, listen, you want to take the vaccine, take the vaccine. You don't want to take the vaccine, don't take the vaccine. But don't sit there and try to sell me fucking snake oil. right? Thank you for that, Mary. So, and again, you got, listen, you got the Asians getting their asses handed to them in the city. And yet, they're passing laws for a small group of people. Now, listen, guys, I'm sorry to say this, but the Asian people who are getting their asses handed to them, I guess the Jews were getting their asses handed to them a couple months ago. You cannot legislate hate away. You cannot sign a bill that's going to fucking sit there and have a guy who's about to punch an Asian dude in the face or a Chinese, Japanese person in the face and go, whoa, they signed a bill, I can't hit you anymore? No such thing. No such thing, guys. It's fucking complete and utter bullshit. You cannot fucking legislate the hate away. You cannot make somebody not hate another group because you signed a fucking bill into play. It doesn't work that way. WJ Valente, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Right? So they sitting here and they keep signing these legislations for the gay people. Oh, you can't smack gay people around? Okay, let's sign that a legislation for that. Oh, you can't smack Asians around? Oh, let's sign legislation for that. Let's keep signing legislations for every fucking group of people. So then what? Right? So now, guys, with all of that going on, they're sitting there trying to make you fucking, they're trying to write law for you not to hurt someone. When in all actuality, you should just make it about the human race, not an individual group. Not the gay group, not the trans group, not the Asian Pacific Americans, none of those bullshit. It should be about people. And that's where you throw the book at them. Now, you hit up an Asian guy in the face, what law is going to put that person in jail longer? It isn't. It's just going to make it a hate crime? Okay, big fucking deal. So now here you are. You hit now here's my problem with the legislations. If you hit a transgender person in the face because he was being a complete fucking dick, and you smash his teeth in, right? Because he's being an asshole, he can turn around and say, "Oh, he hit me in the face because I was transgender." And there we go. That's all they got to say. A gay guy can say that shit too. Oh, he smacked me in the back of my head because I was skipping down the street with a dildo in my hand. And that's it. You're going to fucking jail for this bullshit. So, guys, if the legislations only make it worse for those that might just simply get into an argument with a dude. All right? He gets into an argument with somebody, and you're like, and then they can make it a hate crime. This is why you shouldn't be legislating shit. Thundercat. The whole Palestinian-Israeli thing, if it was up to me, I'd let those two assholes wipe each other off the face of this planet. Fuck them. Fuck both of them straight in the ass. Because these two these two nations have been fighting out for fucking ever. Alright? Forever. And now, with that, they're shooting rockets at one another, and one side is saying they started it, and the other side saying they started it. They're like two giant kids with big ass weapons, right? And they're fucking sitting there and they're playing the blame game towards one another. Okay, so now what I think about that is I hope they both wipe each other off the face of this planet. Now, it won't happen, but that's me hoping. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't care how many fucking people die over there. I don't care how many people die in Israel or Palestine. I don't give a shit. We got bigger problems fucking here in this country. We got problems that we should be addressing. We should not be fucking worried about two fucking asshole nations that have hated each other for 1,000 years. We just can't. Everybody's like, I stand strong with Israel. Why the fuck do you stand strong with Israel? What the fuck has Israel done for this country? Directly for you. What has Israel done? Hasn't done a fucking thing. Right? I haven't woke up and like, man, Israel made my life better. Never. I've never fucking said that. Right? How many fucking people, how many times has Palestine made your life better for those that stand with Palestine? They haven't. Right? You got fucking Palestinians here protesting in front of the Israeli consulate or embassy, and they're protesting in front of there for what? For fucking what? Now all of a sudden you want to bring your bullshit Palestinian flag waving bullshit here? Because you want to fucking, now you want to stand in front of the consulate of Israel and fucking what? Protest? What are you protesting? Both countries are sacks of shits, and that's what it comes down to. And for anyone who stands with either side in America, listen, I can ultimately say it's up to you, but Fuck that shit and fuck them. We should be worried about our country. We shouldn't be fucking worried about two fucking assholes blowing each other for fucking 1,000 years. They're both the same. Those people are like one and the same, the Israelis and the Palestinians. And they're fucking mad at each other. Who the fuck knows why anymore? It doesn't fucking matter anymore why they're mad at each other. It really doesn't. No one gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I know plenty of people that don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck them right in the ass. As far as I'm concerned, they could fucking fall off the face of this planet and I wouldn't give a shit. If they killed each other and there was thousands of dead people in the street, women, kids, men, old people, I wouldn't fucking care. Because I can't. Because you can't care about people who don't care about themselves. That's just my motto, guys. Sorry for that rant, but I'm so done with fucking Israel. I'm like up to here with Palestine and Israel. So fuck them. But that being said, people are like, but Israel, they started first. They did this, they did that. Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares? Do you wake up in the morning and go, I wonder how Israel's doing? No fucking body does. Nobody wakes up in the morning and goes, I wonder how Palestinians are doing today. No, we don't. We get up in the morning and we go, man, I gotta go to fucking work. What's on the fucking plan today? What do I gotta do? I gotta walk the dog. I gotta feed the fucking kids. You know what I mean? Like, these are problems that we wake up with thinking about. Not problems, but things we think about. We don't think about what other fucking countries are doing. I wonder what China's doing today. Yeah, no one ever, guys. So, again, if they went missing, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know, it's just how it is. It's enough already with people taking sides with two countries that don't affect us and have nothing to do with us. Right? If you're a Palestinian and you're here in America, be a fucking American. If you're Israeli and you're in America, be a fucking American. Simple. You know, it's not fucking, oh my God, look what they're doing in my country. Then you know what? You fucking pussies, you Palestinian and Israeli pussies, take your fucking bags and go back to the country and protest over there. Simple as that, guys. It's not for you to come here and start your shit, start protesting in front of somebody's consulate or a fucking embassy. You want to fucking make noise, guys? Take that shit somewhere else. Go take it back to the country where it's happening. Rat P, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Because it's I just don't understand why we give a fuck about those two countries. If I was a president, I'd be sitting back with popcorn watching this shit go down. I'm like, holy shit, did you see that rocket hit that building? That's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't be sitting here fucking talking about, yo, we got to step in and do something. HF Patriot, is that true? Well, listen, if they're deleting all live streams tonight, well, fuck it. Let this be the next one. I really cannot, care anymore what YouTube does, though. To be a thorn in their side is probably all I'm going to be. Chief Prepper, thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Not real looting my ex-fucker. Well, listen, I thought there was going to be some more rioting and looting because of that Andre, I forgot the guy's name, but the cop was found, the DA found the cop justified for shooting this kid, black kid. Andre, I want to say Andre Brown, but I'd be wrong. Prepper 101, they deleted Tactical Rifleman live stream or his whole channel? Please clarify that. Or better yet, just fucking text me later or call me later. But listen, guys, the whole YouTube shit, they're just getting out of control. And the reason why they get out of control is because no one checks them. Pony Tank, thank you for that. Nobody checks them. Thank you. It is Andrew Brown. All right, right. So Andrew Brown's shooting was justified by the DA, and I'm assuming, or I was assuming that they were going to. Is it Andrew Brown or Andrew Wright? Come on, guys. I can't remember. I'll look it up right now, because Andrew Wright sounds about right too. But YouTube is losing their mind, guys, and the problem why YouTube is doing what they're doing is because no one's saying anything or stepping in and fucking giving them hell. Instead, we're just sitting by and like, okay, they got me again. No, be a thorn in their fucking side. How about we all get together and we become a thorn in their side? Right? That's how you do it. They don't want us, guys, to collectively arm together and fight them. They don't want that. Thank you. It is Andrew Brown. Andrew Brown Jr. to be exact. But anyway, I was thinking that there was going to be some rioting over that, but I haven't heard shit. So, yeah. So listen, if Steve Crowder sues them, I hope he sues the fucking balls off of them. I'm talking about sues them to oblivion, because they need to learn a lesson. You cannot teach somebody a lesson without checking their chin first, right? You have to check YouTube's chin. And hopefully Steven Crowder is doing so. So, that's a good thing. I wholeheartedly agree with him doing that. It's about time. And he has the money and the backup to do it. If I was as big as he was, I'd probably be doing the same thing. Yeah, Seacock, exactly. YouTube wants people to stay asleep. They want people to talk about Kim Kardashian and breaking up from Kanye West, or Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck getting back together. That's what they want you to focus on. They don't want you to focus on the real shit or the shit that's going on, right? Again, the distractions. Those are distractions. Celebrities breaking up. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if Bill Gates broke up with his transgender wife, that man-looking bitch, whatever fuck, Melinda Gates, right? Who gives a fuck if they broke up? Right, but none. That's in the news, and I think they broke up for another reason. But they're trying to steer us in the direction of he was banging an employee from Microsoft. How convenient, right? That they switched that story because they started going towards the Epstein direction, and they were like, no, don't look over there, look over here, look at this shit, look at it. He's banging a Microsoft employee. That's who he was banging. He wasn't hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. No, that never happened, right? So. That's, again, distractions, guys. Distractions. This fucking Gaza Strip fucking Israeli thing, a distraction. The Colonial Pipeline, distraction. Right? They're like, oh, they shut down a pipeline. Gas is going to go up to $5, and we're going to see the worst gas crisis in America. And we didn't see it, because I didn't think we would. I was like, it's there. The possibility was there, but I didn't think we would. And now, what happened? The gas crisis, it's not that it's over. Some places they're just, they're still short. But we haven't seen it up here. We haven't seen it up here yet. To be fair, I'm also walking my ass to work because I'm cheap and I'm saving fucking gas. And I hate driving in the city. If I could fucking if I could walk over drive, I'm going to walk. I'm not going to drive. All right, so, we're not getting vaccinated. Yeah, guys, listen. I'm not getting vaccinated. There's no need to. If you are a healthy individual, you'll be fine, even if you get it, right? And if you're not a healthy individual, I would say make yourself healthy, and then come to the decision of taking the vaccine when needs be. That's it, right? I'm just not. I'm over this whole. You better take the vaccine or else. Or Biden saying what he said earlier about you people are on your own. You people who are not vaccinated, you're on your own. You're going to suffer the consequences. What consequences? What, being fucking healthy and not getting it the first fucking time? Because I don't have bitch blood? Right? A lot of us don't have bitch blood, guys. And a lot of us never got it. But they don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want us to talk about that. That shit don't exist to people that didn't get it. Right? But, again, here we are, fucking, we're being distracted. A lot of distractions. Then you got a new distraction that keeps popping up. The UFOs. UFOs are popping up all over the place now. The government is admitting to UFO sightings. Again, I wonder if that's a distraction, or are they trying to prepare us for what's coming? If anything is coming. Is there a mothership that's going to take over the planet headed towards it? And that's why they keep warning us slowly about these UFO sightings. Well, you know what? These guys, they saw the UFO the other day in their fucking F-15 or whatever the fuck they're flying now, right? So I'm like, really? I've always known, a lot of us have always known UFOs existed. It's not fucking rocket science. You don't need to be a scientist to figure out that there's life out there in that big ass place called space. Right? But now the government is like, yo, guys, listen, you guys have to look at these UFOs and focus on this while we do some other shit behind your back, whatever the fuck that is. Listen, there's so much underhanded shit that goes on a daily basis. It's hard to keep up, and you can't keep up. You really can't. You cannot have your finger on the pulse of the United States unless you're in the high position. Unless you're sitting at the high table, you can't keep your fucking finger on the pulse. You really can't. We got too many other things to think about and worry about, and then we're worried about fucking the mothership coming to, take us up. Listen, what's his name? The guy in the wheelchair, the little crippled dude. What was his name? Oh shit, Hawkins, Stephen Hawkins. Yes, Mr. Talk to his computer with his eyes. That guy was terrified of an alien invasion. Terrified. Before he died, he went on some rant about alien invasions and how scared he was. Not that it mattered. He died a fucking month later. For him, he took the easy way out. Just kidding. But he was terrified. So I'm wondering if he knew something. If he knew something, and that's what we were. That's why we're now starting to see all these things about UFOs coming out. Or again, is the UFO a distraction? Yeah, Stephen Hawking is probably chilling on Epstein's island. Who knows? Guys, the whole Epstein shit, everybody saw that coming. Everybody on here saw that coming. And yet they said, oh, he hung himself on his bed with sheets. Like the impossible happened. Well, yeah, and here's the other thing too, guys. The UFO sightings are up, and then the push for Mars is even fucking, it's like insane now. They're like, we got to get to Mars, we got to get to Mars, we got to put this thing on Mars, we got to land here, we got to do this, we got to make this thing fly and clap like fucking monkeys when we see what the fuck was it called? The Ingenuity or whatever it was, right? We got to see this thing fly in Mars, and then, hey, let's be fucking nerds and throw glasses in the air, and then Elon Musk is like, I'm going to Mars, and everybody's like, oh, let's follow him with our Dogecoins, yes, and then now all of a sudden the Chinese land their bullshit on Mars, and they're like, oh, look at this, the Chinese, second people to land on Mars. Why is Mars the focus all of a sudden? Something is up. Now, we've been looking at Mars, but NASA's been looking at Mars, I'm pretty sure since the Apollo program, right? And maybe a little after that, right before the Challenger program. So they've been looking at it, they've been eyeing it, but now the push is unreal. The push is like, yo, we need to get all the elites off the fucking this rock because something's coming. Just the timing of everything is a little weird. That's all. I'm not saying that the aliens are gonna attack and we're gonna fucking all of a sudden be transported to Mars. I'm just saying the timing of everything is strange. Yes, Southern Boy Prepper, exactly. Elon Musk pushing space and all this other shit. It's all just weird. It's just the timing of it is a bit strange. So, I don't know, guys. Like I said, distractions are fucking everywhere. I'm pretty sure a new distraction's going to pop up this week. It's going to be something new. If not, it's going to be next week. It's going to be some shit like the ocean is evaporating. Sorry, guys. Angie, you heard that? Obviously, she did. Could you guys hear that? Yeah, it sounded like shots fired, but that was pretty close. I don't know. I'll give it a second. If I hear any more yelling and screaming, I'll run upstairs real quick to see what's going on. All right, guys. So sorry about that. That again. Yeah, Nisi. Yeah, it sounded like a shotgun and it was moving. It wasn't like it was stationary. But then again, we do have fireworks that sound pretty fucking close to it. So, we'll see. Anyway. Lock the doors. Listen, it was outside. Amy, I don't hear any. I mean, I hear fire trucks, but you always hear fire trucks. I live 3-4 blocks from a fire station. Not my fire station, but a fire station. But yeah, it could be fireworks. Listen, guys, they light fireworks here pretty early here. So that's the other thing, too. We heard it the other day, and She answers me like 1 minute after I asked her what was going on. She said yes. M80s, right? All right. All right. She said M80s. So there is okay. So now here in the city, that's what I was saying. And I was also saying you answered like a whole minute later. Um, so here in the city, there's two types of screams that go down when you hear fireworks versus gunshots, right? So sometimes they sound similar, but there's I guess it's like a recoil that you can hear in the city. It's strange. It's a strange a sound, but you can hear a gunshot. And it was moving, but that means the guy was fucking throwing M80s at whoever he was throwing them at. Here in the city, there's two separate screams. There's the screaming of, someone shot and they're down, and that's when you hear a constant scream, right? And or the fireworks, and then you don't hear a scream after that. So then you know it's no one was hit. So yeah, it's interesting that you guys heard that though. That's pretty cool. I have to say, I have to admit, that was pretty cool that you guys heard that. So also guys, because I know the fucking questions are gonna start. I know exactly where this is fucking going to next. So I'm gonna cut you off before you guys get there. No, as of right now, we are not moving. We were looking to move by the end of this year, but the housing market, I don't want to say took a shit, but it definitely did something weird, right? It went up, right? And so with that, guys, the market went up, and now houses that were like within our range of being able to afford are well outside of that range. A shitbag, let's say $250,000 home, is now fucking $400,000 or $500,000, and we can afford that. But I'm not moving into a fucking shitbag house. So now the problem is the housing market is too high in all three states surrounding us. That is, and it's definitely too high. I was hearing down south, right? So I'm not gonna pay double the asking price of a fucking house that I want to move into. It makes no sense, because when this market takes a shit, guys, then we'll buy a house. And I think the market's going to take a shit the end of this year to the beginning of next year. And then when that happens, we'll be looking into it. But right now, for every house that we were looking at, for every house that my wife had an eye on, it was fucking just way too high. Way too high. And so we just can't go anywhere, right? Now, apartments here in the city are cheaper. Could we get out the neighborhood? Yes. But to move out altogether, that's not happening, right? And we were considering Texas, except for I have another few years to go. John Domino, if I said that right, if I said it wrong, sorry. We were looking damn near anywhere. I mean, she was looking at Texas. I really don't want to move to Texas, but she has family there. We were looking at Connecticut because she has family there as well. She hates PA. Jersey's out of the question. We were looking upstate, and those places just had high housing markets. Yeah, see, the wife said she wants to go to Texas. I don't want to go to Texas. Tennessee, I wouldn't mind, but I know the housing market was also the same in Tennessee. Latina Prepper, the wife is from Staten, Italy, and she doesn't want to go back there. Neither do I. I really don't. John T. McGill says, "What about Israel?" Ha. Now, interestingly enough, the wife and kids can go to Israel because they're like Jewish or some shit, or part Jewish or whatever it is. So they can go. I'm not going there. There's no reason to ever move to another country other than maybe if you're gonna move to like Tahiti or some shit like that, Pinball Preparedness. How cheap is the housing market in Tennessee? Because we would look at it, but still, that doesn't matter because she lived in Staten Island. She was born in Brooklyn. It's all the same. Brooklyn, Staten Island. If it isn't Manhattan or the Bronx, it's all the same to me. Sorry, guys. The housing market is cheap now in Tennessee, which is great, but I still have 5 years, so I have to move somewhere local. And local would be Pennsylvania, where she doesn't want to move. Connecticut, where she doesn't want to move. Upstate New York, which is just too expensive right now. Even just like fucking across the city line, it's just too expensive. I'm pretty sure land is cheap in South Carolina. South Carolina. But my son lives down there. He told me that it's doable, it's allowable. In Port Huron, everything voluntary. Where is that? Port Huron. What was that? Port? No, I'm not even gonna go there. Ozarks cheap and freedom. Luther G. Thank you for that. New Hampshire's dope. Isn't New Hampshire very liberal? Nelson Torres, yeah. We're in Connecticut though, because where we were looking, two of the houses that we were just looking at, just like gazing at, they went up. They went up double the asking price, or the price that when we looked at it. West Virginia super cheap. West Virginia, I don't know. West Virginia screams no Negroes allowed. I'm sorry, I had to go there. But every time I think of West Virginia, I think nope, not there. The one place in America that I would absolutely be cautious of moving is West fucking Virginia. And then some spots in Pennsylvania, like in the mountains and shit. But I don't know. Like I said, it's on a lot of places on the table. Retire in Georgia. Georgia is, listen, I like Georgia when I went there. I'm not opposed to it. Again, Texas, she really wants to go there. I just don't. I'd rather Tennessee because I know Tennessee has a lot of. Vermont's not bad, but Vermont is like super liberal now. No, I am not going to Rockaway. No, thank you. I didn't work out there, but I helped out there during Sandy or some shit. I didn't like it. Wife says she wants to get away from the cold. I like the cold. I like the freezing cold. Maybe that's now. Maybe it'll change in a couple years when I get to her age, 50. But just kidding. I'm just joking. But when I get to her age, maybe I won't want the cold anymore. I don't know. But I love the cold, man. I'm a big fan of it. So. Pinball. The problem with getting out of blue states is that the fucking liberals are going to the red states and infecting it. It's just bad. The moving from one blue state to another let's say red state, for example, doesn't work when you have fucking the liberal blue infection following, going to these states, because the liberals are fucking up cities like New York and they're going, our job here is done, guys. Let's go somewhere else. And then they go to another fucking state and they fucking infected with their bullshit there. And the crazy shit about the liberals that live in these cities, a lot of them came from red states. They came from fucking these states and they moved in to New York, became super liberal because they drank the fucking water. And then they go, oh, let's see how much damage we can do while we're here. And then they fuck it up. And then they don't like it anymore, like California, New York City. And then they leave. And then they go to fucking red states. And they start their infectious bullshit there. And then it just grows and then... So here we are, fucking, letting the liberal blue freaks fucking taint everything. Now, for when they go to a red state, they should be shut down automatically. Automatically. They come to your fucking hood with their bullshit. They come to your state with their bullshit. You guys should be chopping their dicks off right out of the gates. Fuck that shit. You shouldn't be sitting there and letting, let's see what they got to say at the town hall meeting. If there is a town hall meeting in your state or town, right? Town hall meeting. And then they start with their infectious fucking liberal blue state shit. And then what? Some asshole goes, would that make some sense? And then you know what they do? They start hitting off the fucking politicians. It's how these fucking people operate. It's how they were able to infect the country the way they did. They infect the country by buying off politicians, right? Or their bleeding heart story. I'm allergic to gluten and please someone feel bad for me. And then someone starts coming up with gluten-free fucking food and laws and all sort of crazy shit. All right, guys. So anyway, we are at the 49-minute mark. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever fucking makes you happy. I'm 1,000% sure. I think I offended everyone on this live stream today. So if the live stream's still up and running in a week, I won. If not, then fucking it's off the air. It's another warning, if you will, because fucking YouTube and their warnings. They warn you like they're gonna spank you or some shit. It's weird the way they do it. It's absolutely strange. They fucking sit there and you better not say this again or else you know what? You'll kick me off and I'll fucking start a new channel. That's how we roll, dick face. There's a lot of comments here today and I'm missing like 90% of them. Oh, Felicia said it's cold in North Texas. All right, I could deal with that. Oh, and yes, thank you, Southern Boy Prepper. Guys, hit the thumbs up, the thumbs down, whatever fucking, floats your boat, gets your dick hard. If you want to hate me some more, start 8 different accounts and hit the thumbs down on those accounts. Whatever you like. Just do some shit and make the YouTube algorithms titties jump or some shit. Because that's how it works, apparently. You gotta hit the thumbs up and then you gotta or hit the thumbs down and make comments and like and share and all this other bullshit. Whatever. Anyway, guys. I am going to do a short commercial. Probably not going to be funny because it was a last minute thing. But so it's nutrient survival. So nutrient survival, guys, I'm hooked on it. Their food is good. Their food's squared away. It is something that you should definitely look into buying. Right? So there is premium freeze-dried food out there. But nutrient survival is premium for its price, if that makes sense. Keep in mind, guys, the premium shit, it's like $13 a bag. $12 to $13 a bag, and that's expensive. But if you can afford it, buy it. But if you can't afford it, this is some shit you should definitely entertain. Right? Because, listen, I watched a couple of commercials, and when they do the freeze-dried food commercials, and they're like, don't buy this freeze-dried food. Look at it. And they show you freeze-dried food that needs water. And what they do is, instead of putting a cup of water, they put half a cup of water. And then they make it look super yucky and dry and mucked up. And they go, you see, do you want to eat that? Motherfucker, if you are hungry, if you are fucking on your last survival meal plan, you are eating that bitch. Dry and all. So when people start with their fucking bullshit infomercials on, don't get this, don't get that, fuck them. Fuck that bullshit. It's fucking, that's cockbag shit. Just fucking, buy this shit and let people buy what they can afford. Bottom line. So, Nutrient Survival started this. Now, I haven't had it yet, but they started these packs. These are single serving packs. Awesome for camping, guys. And I am, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival has a first aid wilderness class, a wilderness first aid class coming up, and I'm going to be handing these out to people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand these out to people and see who dies and who doesn't. Whoever doesn't die, they win. All right? And then they win life. That's what they win. And or they win another one of these. Right? So this is triple mac and cheese, if you can see it. You probably can't because the light is shit. There it is. Triple mac and cheese. Again, guys, single serving packs. This is chocolate grain crunch. This is hearty cinnamon oatmeal. And this is Southwest medley. Ugh, nothing says hipster like Southwest medley. For garbage. Anyway, so that one clearly I'm not going to eat. But you get the point, guys. So Nutrient Survival, they've been up in their game. They went to the single serving packets. A lot of companies don't. A lot of companies have you buy those gigantic fucking bags, and then you got to split it at the campsite. Or before you leave the camp, you split it in a bag, and then you break down the servings you need. This is already ready to rock and roll. It's ready to pour in your cup, add water, boom, you're done. And you keep moving. This is great for bugging out, guys. Right? And someone just said, Milo on the ready, nutrients and calories. Right. So Nutrient Survival is full of nutrients, guys. It's usually in every serving or packet, it's 40 essential nutrients, boosting this is boosting your immune system and energy. So this is great to have if you're, again, bugging out, if you're on a long hike. Forget bugging out. If you're on a long hike, this is great to have. I swear by them because they took the time to figure out the amount of nutrients you need in each packet. And so now they got a single serving pack. That is something you should definitely buy. The link is in the comment section below, the description section below, if you will. Guys, Nutrient Survival. It will fucking grow hair in your chest and fucking make your balls bigger. Ladies, you don't have balls, so you just grow hair in your chest. But this is the kind of shit you should be buying. And like I said, I've eaten a couple of them. They're fucking spot on, and they're really fucking spot on. I'm a little surprised at how well it tastes, right? And a lot of us through the years have eaten these kinds of foods, and we're like, what the fuck is this, right? So this is pretty good. So someone asked about the salt content. Let's look at the salt content in this one. This is pretty high. This is the Southwest Medley. The salt content in this one is 550 milligrams. Keep in mind, guys, this is for you are eating this if you are in dire straits. You are eating that if you are, again, camping, bugging out, hiking the Appalachian Trail. That's some shit you want to eat because it has the salt you need. Guys, again, that's my fucking commercial for Nutrient Survival. My next live stream, which will probably be next week, I'll do the other company. I can't even remember what the fucking other company is because I haven't pushed these commercials in a while because I don't know. It feels weird to do it. It feels weird to push these commercials. But if you guys get a kick out of it, then I can keep doing it. But hold on. So anyway, the other company is Patriot Food Supply, right? So that's the other one. They're good too. They're good, but they're not as good as that. Milo on the ready. You are keeping me on my motherfucking toes tonight. The calories in this is only 250. So you would absolutely need to eat, I'm going to say 4 of these. So that's one for each meal. Or no, I would say 3 meals, guys. 3 meals. 250 calories. 500. The other one had, okay, so this doesn't have salt in it. This only has 500 milligrams of salt. This is the chocolate grain crunch. 5 grams of fat, 0 trans fat. For you people looking to watch your fucking weight, this is the one. So this one, again, the Southwestern Medley, the salt content was 550 milligrams, cholesterol 5 milligrams, no trans fat, 8 grams of fat, 280 calories. This one. So single serving, guys, the way to go. And if you get fucking hungry, just eat another pack, guys. That's it, you know? So it's that simple. So again, link is in the description section below. Use the stupid link, Angryprepper. I think you get like 10% off your first purchase or whatever, and that'll be it. The Truth Warrior. I did not charge the jacker yet. I am doing that tomorrow. I was being a complete bag of shit today and didn't want to do anything. But I wind up still squeezing out 2 fucking videos and some research. But I'll be charging that tomorrow. So I got to get up in the morning around 10 o'clock when the sun will hit exactly where I need it for the panels to charge. And we will time it from there. From the moment I start charging it till it's full charge. I'll do a short video on that as well. I'm also doing a video on what it takes for me living in the urban environment to charge one of these things, because I have to go to the roof of my building to charge it, right? I'm not going to go downstairs in the street where everybody can see me charging this thing. I'm going to go to the roof where I have limited amount of people watching me. Because if I go downstairs with these fucking 4 panels and this big fucking generator, people will go, whoa, what's that? Now they know I have it. But at least if I put it on the roof, I minimize the amount of people that see it. That's the idea. All right, guys. So in another 2 minutes, we're going to call this shit quits. So Hudson Prepping, Valley, and Survival has a wilderness course. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit, he popped first. All right, so his Hudson Valley Prepping Survival's Wilderness First Aid class is July 17th through the 18th. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be pushing this, but all right, whatever. He'll forgive me later. But anyway, that's what he's having. If you want more information, head over to Hudson Valley Prepping Survival Instagram page or his YouTube channel and message him that you're interested. Right? I'm going to be posting this on the NYC Preppers group that I run here in the city for those that are interested in going to this event. I think this is a good event. Again, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Mike. All right, just call him Mike because it's too fucking long to say that. But Mike puts the time and effort into running these things. I think people should be showing up. Period. It's just what it is. He wants to make sure people are squared away. He's doing something about it. So he's starting training class. By the way, I think in October I have a bug out retreat in Jersey. I got to get the final date set, locked in, and I'll be announcing that on here as well. But when I announce it, if you guys are interested and you live in the area and you want to go to Blairstown, New Jersey, that is, and go to the Bug Out Retreat weekend, you got to call right away because the rooms do actually fill up. And when they don't fill up, what happens is they wind up taking people from the outside and filling in the spots. And I hate that shit. I hate being in a cabin with fucking, people we don't know that are not part of the group. Yes. Thank you, Marbury. Thank you for that. So, Prepper Nurse 1, he's doing a prep fest in shit. He's also doing it July 16th to the 18th. It's the same fucking time. So that means I'm going to have to finagle some fantastic shit that weekend. Okay, yes, because I am supposed to talk to Prepper Nurse 1, Ed. I'm supposed to talk to Ed about that as well. So, Wise Guy 4x4, I will be going to that. I will be most likely be doing both. I'll be burning the candles at both ends that weekend. That's for fucking sure. But we will make it work. That's all I can say. We'll make it happen. All right, guys. So we are at the hour and 1 minute mark. We are going to call it quits now. I'm going to call it quits. I'm fucking tired, and I have no fucking reason. Prep Fest is in New York. He has the exact location. I have to call Native. I will call him, or if not, contact Ed yourself. Go on his YouTube channel and ask him that tell him you're interested, and he'll give you the information. But it's in New York. I know a couple people will be driving up to this, so don't be scared, guys. Get in your fucking car and drive out to this thing. This is on good land. There's a lot of fucking room for a lot of people to show up. So I would definitely consider this, guys, for a lot of you to show up. All right. So other than that, guys, Anthony Parsh, do I go overboard with conspiracies? I don't even fucking listen. I touch the realm of conspiracies. I don't dive deep into it. If you think I do, then shit, man, you haven't seen anything yet, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But other than that, guys, good night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the donations. Thank you, mods, for doing what you do, and I appreciate you guys for joining me. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching.